Hey, what's up you guys? It's Tarashi here, and we are back with another speed build today. Now, this was inspired by, well, I was watching Lilsimsie's new video a couple of days ago, and apparently in her stream, SimGuruFrost's appeared and challenged her to build a tiny home with these specific rules. It had to cost under 12,000 simoleons. It had to be a 3-sim household, so 2 parents and 1 child. You could not use bb.moveobjects or bb.showhiddenobjects cheats. So in other words, you can't use move objects and you can't use any of the debug items, period. Oh, and for it to be considered a true tiny home, you could only have 32 tiles enclosed in the house. So at the very beginning, you saw me messing around with the layout is because I kept counting and it's like, this is more than 32. I gotta make it smaller. How do I change it? So that's just kind of what I was going for. And honestly, the best way for me to figure out how big of a space I needed was to actually place some of the furniture and just kind of go from there. So you saw me kind of place the bed in the 2 bedrooms and figure out from there how to do that. And for the kitchen, I figured, well, we just need 1 counter, we just need a stove, and we just need 1 fridge. So that would be enough room for them to actually cook. So that was plenty of room. I wanted to make sure the bathroom had a full sink and everything else, especially since there wasn't room in the kitchen. But honestly, this is a pretty quick build. It didn't really take me that long to do. I did have some help over on Facebook with people just kind of giving me feedback and different things like that. So you'll see some things kind of change a little bit. One of the biggest things that I ended up changing that I didn't include in this video, and I don't know why, but the parents' room. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Sometimes you can actually have one sim like scoot over to their side of the bed if you assign sides of the bed. And sometimes it, like I said, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Well, after I got done building this, and somebody had mentioned that in the chat on Facebook, I was like, oh, I should probably double check to see if that will work. It didn't work. They wouldn't do it whatsoever. So one of the things you'll notice in the screenshots, but you won't notice in the actual video, is that I actually took down that wall between the parents' room and the kitchen just so I could move the bed over half a tile so that way the parents could actually go around and get to their side of the bed no problem. But yeah, you'll see that in the screenshots. You won't see it in the actual build. The other thing that I did outside of the build was I actually shrunk down the height of the roof because it was way too tall. It just kind of looks weird, and that was one of the other suggestions I got. But for some reason, somebody thought that my build looked really familiar to Lilsimsie's. Yes, this was a challenge that she posted on her channel, but honestly, as soon as she told me what the challenge was, whenever I watched the video and she said what the challenge was, I was like, oh, I so want to do that. I didn't actually watch the video. After I got the rules and I took a screenshot of the rules, I just kind of had the video play in the background and I didn't even notice whenever it changed videos. So for someone to tell me that my build was very similar to hers was like, no, it's not. Because before I started editing this video today, I was like, I should probably actually check on that to see if what they said is correct. And it's not. It's not even close to the same. Yeah, there's a couple of similarities, like we use the same bathtub and the bathroom layout's the same. But you know what? I think a lot of us use that same type of layout for our bathrooms in this game. We use the same tub, but we're on a budget. We literally only have 12,000 simoleons. We're on a budget. I did what we could with what money we had, and that was the cheapest tub shower combo. One of the other things you'll see me do is I went back and switched out the stove and the fridge. Well, I realized after I finished building and had started trying to put in some stuff, to try to use up more of that budget, I realized, I I did not landscape at all. I need to go back and do that. So last second I went back in and switched some stuff out to get back some of that money and then go in and landscape. Okay, so we're getting into the screenshots now, and so I probably should end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tiny build, and I challenge you to try to do this build yourself and just see what you come up with. And classes officially start for me tomorrow. Campus actually started today, but my classes don't start until tomorrow. And so I don't know how much I'm going to be able to upload. My goal is to upload every single Monday, regardless. I will try to upload on Fridays, but we'll see how that goes. It will probably end up being another speed build type one that I do if I do upload on Friday. But I hope everybody has a great week at school, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.